Hey VC, Joe again, and I want to tell you about some great 45 finds that I had over this past weekend. And counting this video, my last four videos have all been about records I bought last weekend. What a great weekend I had! These all came from a yard sale near my house, 25 cents each, and just blown away as usual by some of what I found here. I want to start off by showing you one of the neatest records I've ever found. This is a actual UK 45. I've never seen one of these in the wild here on the States with the LP style spindle hole that could be punched out if you wanted to use it in a jukebox. And it's one of my favorite songs of the 60s to boot. That's Be My Baby by the Ronettes, right here, made in England. And this has an amazing sound. I've played it twice today and I just fell in love with this song. I love this song so much. I always have. On the flip side, though, check this out. Tedesco and Pittman is the name of the song on the flip side. And I think, oh, I wonder what this sounds like. You think of Be My Baby. What would accompany it best on the flip side? Well, it's a jazz instrumental with a saxophone. The least likely song I would imagine, but you know what? It's great. I played that twice too, so I did not expect to hear that on the flip side of Be My Baby, but an amazing song. And follow that up with two picture sleeves from the 80s. Here is The Who with You Better You Bet. Great song, and I love that sleeve. John Entwistle looks so unenthused right here. And really, is anything more 80s than this? Prince and the Revolution, Let's Go Crazy, backed with the amazing B-side Erotic City, which was not an LP track. Had that back in the day, and I look forward to hearing Erotic City again. That is a really nice tune here. Let me grab this stack. Oh, sorry for the view. And let's run through these pretty quickly. Okay, these have not been cleaned. But here is Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody on Elektra. Here is Michael Jackson, Rockin' Robin. Here is one of the great solo Beatle tracks on Apple. This is Live and Let Die by Wings. Nice record there. As my friend Bobby would say, one of the great Pizza Hut jukebox records. This is Stevie Wonder with Sir Duke on Tamla. Wonderful song. A real toe tapper. Another Stevie. Here is You Are the Sunshine of My Life. Sweet song, not nearly as much of a toe tapper, but I love the keyboard sound on this. That synth sound. Here is the first Rolling Stones in my 2.0 collection. Here is Angie on Rolling Stones Records. Sorry about the upside down label there. And yeah, I know that's not the right label picture sleeve, but that's how I found it. This was a nice find, and again, not in the correct sleeve, but here is Lou Reed, Take a Walk on the Wild Side, backed with the even better track, in my opinion, Perfect Day, used so brilliantly in the film Trainspotting. That's what I always think of when I hear that song now. I'd be happy to find either of those on a 45, but that's really nice to see them together. Here is a Capitol Swirl Beach Boys 45. That's I Get Around. Backed with a song I like even better, Don't Worry Baby. Label's faded, but the record looks pretty good. Here is a Ray Charles on ABC Paramount. This is When My Dreamboat Comes Home, backed with Crying Time. Whoops. And I don't actually know which is the A side. I don't know either of those songs by the title. Oh, and here is one of the great solo Beatle tracks of all time from George Harrison's wonderful Living in the Material World album, the lead-off single, Give Me Love, Give Me Peace on Earth. And really, just what a beautiful song that is. So glad to have that on vinyl. Moving right along, a record I had in my old collection. Here is Lean on Me by Bill Withers on Sussex. Good to have that again. More Stevie Wonder here. Here is Purple Raindrops, backed with Uptight, Everything's Alright. And once again, off the top of my head, I don't know which is the A side, but a slightly different Tamla variant there on the label, unlike the other two. This looks like it might be older. Oops. What do we got here? Okay, after all that cool rock and soul and great music, why not the Chipmunk Song by the Chipmunks with David Seville on Original Liberty, it looks like. Uh, I don't know why it was a quarter. Don't ask me hard questions. Okay, what do we got here? Here is another George Harrison, a later one on his Dark Horse label. All those years ago, his tribute to the Beatles and John Lennon, backed with Writings on the Wall. I know the A side, I do not know that B side offhand. Move on to a little Atco, Layla, Derek and the Dominoes. And, whoops, this is kind of an Atco sleeve, so they matched up anyway. Flip side is I Am Yours. Here's another Beach Boys, Capital Swirl. This is Surfin' USA. And flip side, Shutdown. Okay. Another Beach Boys on a Capital Swirl. There's 10 Little Indians, backed with a song called County Fair. I don't know either of those. Okay. Hey, don't judge me, but here's another of those weird 70s pop hits that I just love so much. Brandy, You're a Fine Girl by Looking Glass. I can't explain it. That's always been a song I loved. Because my life, my love, and my vinyl is the sea. What do we got here? Oh, Alice Cooper. This was a strange find. I got this at the same yard sale with all those other records. School's Out. Just don't think that the person who owned all those other records would also own School's Out. But they did, and now I do. So who am I to judge? Okay, why not? Jay and the Techniques. Apple, Peaches, Pumpkin Pie. Just, you gotta have that song, don't you? You got to. Stronger Than Dirt is the name of the song on the flip side. I don't know that song, but what a great title. Okay, what do we got? We got the Four Tops with Love Has Gone, and just like that other Four Tops record I showed, there's a hole right there where I can look through it. The flip side is Without the One You Love, Life's Not Worthwhile. And I don't know which of those is the A side either. It's funny, I'm pretty knowledgeable on my Four Tops, but I don't recognize either of those. Alright. The Shirelles, Mama, Here Comes the Bride. Backed with Welcome Home Baby. Okay. Here's another great one. That's the Crystals, Then He Kissed Me. Dirty, as you see, very dirty. I'll clean it up. Backed with Brother Julius. Okay. Oh, remember how happy I was when I found that George Harrison record a minute ago? Give Me Love, Give Me Peace on Earth. Now I have a Paul McCartney single, and you know, for a Beatles fan, I don't know why I get so unthrilled when I run across McCartney, except Live and Let Die. But this is My Love. It's not a good song. It's not, but I have it. This is a good song. Superstition by Stevie Wonder. That's a toe tapper. That's the original toe tapper right there. This also, You Sexy Thing by Hot Chocolate on, what do we got there? Big Tree Records. Almost done here. Got this just because it's a Motown. I don't really know the song. Upside Down by Diana Ross, backed with Friend to Friend. This says side 2, so at least we know what the A side was. Alright. How about an original Mercury Platters? That's Apple Blossom Time. Dirty again. Ebb Tide is the flip side. Okay. Love the label. USA Records. You Make Me Feel So Good by the Buckinghams. And on the flip side, Kind of a Drag. Alright. A few more. Come on, don't start sticking together. Now that's what I'm talking about. How about the Four Tops? If I Were a Carpenter. That is a great song. Love that. Flip side is Wonderful Baby, and wow, look at this. I hope that's dirt and not a scratch, but I know which side I'll be playing regardless. So, as I say, these were not cleaned up yet at all. Marvin Gaye on Tamla, Got to Give It Up, Part 1 and 2. And here's another Part 1 and 2. That wasn't planned, but this is the Isley Brothers. That Lady. Isley Brothers, you probably remember, had a hit with Twist and Shout before the Beatles did. And, okay, almost done. Here's the Fleetwoods on Dulto Records. I don't think I've ever seen this label, not that I remember. But Mr. Blue backed with, what is that? You Mean Everything to Me. Alright, here is another Platters on Mercury. That's My Prayer, backed with Heaven on Earth. And I don't know which of those is the A side either. Okay, two more here. Here is the Four Seasons on VJ, Good Night My Love. And of course Stay on the other side. That's a good tune. And I picked this up mainly because, again, Tangential Beatles Association. Do you remember the VJ album, The Beatles versus the Four Seasons? I think that was that VJ, or was that on Capitol? Maybe it was Capitol. But I used to have Introducing the Beatles on VJ, so I still love seeing that label pop up. One day I'll have that album again, I bet. And the last one that I picked up is absolutely nothing special. This is Leon Russell's Back to the Island. And the reason I got this is because I have the Leon Russell album, Will o' the Wisps, which has Back to the Island on it. And it is the only song I like on that album. And I'm just kind of adopting this policy where if I don't love the whole album, I don't want to keep the album. So now I can get rid of the album and just keep the 45 because I have a lot of room in my 45 box, but not so much room left in my LP box. So that's when I can get out of there. So that's all for the 45s I picked up over the weekend, and I still have more in that pennies, the penny records bag of 45s my wife got me a while back. There's still good stuff in there I haven't shown, but that's enough for now. So that was this week's 45 finds. Thanks for watching.